Hey everybody. So I wanted to point out for a while, but I hadn't really gotten around to it, of people who are lowballing the prices of their items. They're not only screwing you out of money, they are screwing themselves out of money. And it's hurting both of us. I mean, it's almost stupidity of how much it's actually costing you. And I'm doing this live, so if you're going to be doing any questions in the chat, I'm actually going to be doing a lot of screen sharing. I'm not going to be able to see any questions, so forgive me right away. So I'm going to point out I've been letting my Amazon go, and I sent a whole bunch of stuff in, and I figure I'm going to go through and I'm going to check all my prices of items. And I hadn't looked at it in so long. My sales on Amazon have dropped, so I was repricing to try and make sure I had the right prices of everything. And I found so many items that people were undercutting, not just by pennies, but by like $1, $2, $5. I found one guy that repriced his item like $20 cheaper. And it's like, just because you have it cheaper on Amazon doesn't mean it's going to sell faster on Amazon. eBay is a completely different marketplace, but Amazon isn't eBay. eBay isn't Amazon. There's a massive difference between the two. So I'm going to do what I haven't done before, and I'm going to share what I have in my Amazon store. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to screen share, and we're just going to go straight to Amazon. Screen share, and that's always painful to look at. All right, so here's my Amazon account, and as you see, I've been letting it go, and I've only sold 20 items in the last 30 days. Yes, I know that is terrible. It's not even worth it for me to have the pro seller account, but I just had a whole bunch of stuff get checked in, and it's going to be, some of it's already been selling. Some of it sold yesterday. That's why I have a few items there. So, all right, here is what we do. It always takes me a minute to remember how to do this. Pricing. Manage pricing. And I'm only going to be looking at my items in FBA. Let all this stop thinking, then it'll move faster. It's really thinking hard right now. I restarted my computer so this would be faster. All the active items, all my items in FBA. So, all right. Because this is where it tells you the lowest prices of the items, and this is where it tells you the buy box. So if you have the pro seller account, you actually see what the buy box price is. So, whoop, too far. I actually just sent this one in. And I'm going to look at a whole lot of items. So here we go. Used from $33.99. Mine is in FBA. Just because that's the lowest price doesn't mean it's FBA. Okay, this guy is FBA. Let's look at all the Prime items. It's like I just sent this in, and I sent my item in, and it was priced at the lowest at the time. Come on, there we go. Here is mine, M Stone 720. $44.95. I was having a day. I couldn't think of a better description, but it works. This guy is pricing his stuff way low. I mean, $49.95, $50. He's got it priced at $34. Seriously, you are screwing yourself out of money by doing this. You are screwing the rest of us sellers out of money by pricing it that low. I'm not going to reprice mine because I think the rank was still pretty low. His is going to sell first, but this is what it's been selling at. Don't do this. This is only the first of several items that I saw when I was doing this. All right, that's the first one. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that price because it will sell at that price. All right. Here is a book. Somebody's undercutting me by a penny. You know what? I'm going to match it. I'm not going to worry about that. There we go. Low price, $7. I put mine at $9.99. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to worry about that. The buy box is $12.49 on this item, fish. But the only reason the buy box is that is because it is Amazon selling this. I know that one. I actually checked. But you will have those people that actually know how to shop the best way on Amazon, and they will look at the cheapest Prime, not just hit the buy it now because it's Amazon. Ah, the price has actually changed since I sent it in. Okay, so it's good that I'm doing that so I can jack my price up. I can say that now, just in case it sells quickly. All right, Panasonic VCR. Now, mine has the remote, so I know it will sell for that. Somebody else probably has it, but I have the remote and the wires to go with it. So he probably just has the remote or is trying to move it quickly. I'm not even going to worry about sending it or checking on that one because at this price, it does take them longer to sell, but they do sell at that price eventually. Let's see here. A DVD, Baby Newton. Oh wait, this was the Baby Einstein. Okay, mine is brand new. Yes, mine is FBA. It just got there. Finish thinking. There we go. Prime. What is in there right now? Well, mine was the lowest when I sent it in. Right there. So some people, they're undercutting everybody else by a few pennies here, a few pennies there. I'm going to leave it for now. I might change it in a month or two if it's still there, but I'm going to leave the price. Let me kill that one. People are probably undercutting. Oh, the buy box is $12.99. Did Amazon change something? Like, haven't looked at this in so long, so I have no idea. Sometimes Amazon will get a whole bunch and send it in. Let's check the rank real quick. 50,000. That's not too terrible. I think I paid like $1.50 for this thing. No, $12.99. $13.54. Okay. Amazon's undercutting. So sometimes you're going to have to fight Amazon with the buy box. Because there's mine. All right, so I'm going to undercut Amazon by 1 penny because eventually it will sell. So $13.54, $13.53 is what I'm going to put it at. All right, so among the heroes, all right, I'm at the lowest, so I don't have to worry about that. This, I already know. I already did the research. It was terrible, but other people are undercutting more in FBA. I think that was used price because even here, the lowest price, it'll show the lowest, even if it's used. But mine's brand new, so I'm not going to worry about that. A book that literally just got there. Amazon was the box price. That is what they are selling it at. But I got the book for free, so I'm just going to let it go at that. Windows of the Soul. This is another book that I got for free. I'm at the lowest, so I don't need to look at it. Collectible good. Oh, wait, this is the game that was my son's that I just sent in. and I'm at the lowest price. Another book. I don't need to worry about a couple pennies. I'm already at the lowest. I was starting to reprice these items, and then it was, I have to make a video to share everybody. Was just ridiculously terrible. All right. Let's take a look at this one. Brand new. Buy new, 761. Okay, what's going on here? I think the rank on this was a little bit high, but I didn't want to sit on everything. I had like a stack of CDs that I just had to get rid of. Okay, here we go. This guy is undercutting everybody. Mine is the second highest. He's undercutting himself. He's screwing himself out of money here. Now, it will sell at this price. It wasn't selling at this price. I remember because I checked on Camel, and it was selling at this price. It wasn't selling at this price. So that's why I priced it here. This guy is just screwing himself out of money. If he wanted to put it at $11.98, I wouldn't worry about repricing it. But putting it a few dollars cheaper, you're screwing yourself out of money and you're screwing me out of money. So I'm going to let it sit since it just got there. And I hate it when people do that. All right, this guy, it looks like somebody's undercut me by 2 pennies. Well, it can sit there. It just got there, and the rank was like, I think the rank was like 1,000, so it'll sell super fast. I got this, and it wasn't worth it for me to get it because I'm going to lose money on it, but let's go ahead and take a look. It's like I figured I'll at least send it in and I'll break even. Yeah, after all fees, I'm going to break even. I wasn't too happy after I discovered that. I got it dirt cheap, but it wasn't. All right, rank is super low. Where is that button to see new? I don't even think I have to. Let's go ahead and click Prime. Yep, here's mine. It was the lowest when I sent it in, and I was matching other people. But this is what a lot of people are doing, undercutting even farther. So instead of $5.95, they listed it at $5.67. Yeah, you're screwing yourself. Stop screwing yourself. Match the lowest price or check to see what it's actively selling at. This was just because I knew it was going to be something to move pretty quickly. Hey, there's the rank. I hadn't looked here in so long, so of course it's changed. This was selling at $10 when I sent it in, so I sent it in, and now people are undercutting. Yeah, somebody found a whole bunch of them, or a bunch of people found a whole bunch of them dirt cheap like I did. All right, not even going to worry about the rank here, but let's take a look. Oh, stop that. Yeah, here's me down here, $9.99. And I was matching other people at the time. Now, you got other people trying to undercut them by a whole dollar cheaper. $9.95, okay, I'm not going to worry about it. But when you're undercutting this much more on something that's not going for a whole lot of profit, stop. Shower head. Okay, I'm the lowest and I'm at the buy box. The only other seller in this FBA was Amazon, so the buy box is $17.98. I think I paid $1.50 or $2. I don't remember. Ab Boot Camp DVD. Just got there, so I'm not going to worry about checking. It's low enough. It'll still sell pretty quickly. All right, I sent this in. It was at the lowest, 1743. Now it's $4.99. Let's take a look. All right, this is where you get bitten by Amazon. I don't know why Amazon even does this to themselves, because they're screwing themselves out of money. Because I checked Camel. It was selling at this price. Then somebody else comes along and undercuts me by almost $10. And then Amazon comes in and says, oh, well, we have a whole bunch of them. Let's just basically give them away. Because at that price, anybody else who gets it, there is no profit here. Like Amazon will get $5, but for the rest of us, you're giving it away. At that price, you're just giving it away. It's like you might make a couple cents, but yeah. I'm actually really pissed off about this. I'll check later to see how many Amazon has. Actually, for those of you who don't know how to check how many items somebody has, let's see here. Check your cart. My wife has some shoes here that she was curious. Let's see here. Quantity. Come on. Okay, Amazon only has one of these. So we're lucky there, but I'm not even going to reprice it. So it's going to stay there. That's how you check to see how many somebody has. Just change the quantity to all 9s, and then you'll see how many they got. All right, Sleepless in Seattle. Only the one. Or just mine. I'm at the lowest, and that is the buy box, so I'm going to leave that. PS2 game. I'm at the lowest price. The buy box went up. Let's take a look. Do I need to raise the price? Come on. Oh wait, that's right. It wasn't selling at the $32.95, but it was selling at the $29.99 because I checked on the Camel. So I'm gonna leave that there. And 106,000 in games. That's good. Quicken. Leave that there. So yes, you get to see the items that I have. This was used like new. It wasn't new, so the buy box is the new price. But since mine was opened, I had to list it as used like new. So I had to price it there. Brother, there is no rank. Why is there no rank? If there is no rank, why did I send it in? Amazon has a special right now that you can actually get rid of items for free. I think I paid 50 cents for this. Okay, I am the lowest, but okay, there is a rank. I don't know why it's not coming up over here, but okay. Scrooged. I'm the lowest and at the buy box. Twister. I'm the lowest and at the buy box. All right, so I'm good there, good there. All right, why is this? All right, the born identity, because I checked this one. It was selling at the $29.99. Why is the buy box now $6.99? It was the lowest when I sent it in. All right, so here's mine, $29.99. Immediately, somebody comes in almost $15 cheaper. People are screwing themselves out of money. It was selling at this price. Now, you're undercutting yourself. Almost just over $20. So CAC Media, whoever you are, you're even undercutting yourself here. What are you doing? Why are you? This is where stupidity just gets. Why didn't you just put quantity? You got the top three right here. Okay. It's just, okay. I'm going to leave it. I'll probably check more later and see if it's going to be worth it. I'm just going to leave it there for now. That's not a terrible rank, so. Another one. Another born identity. I'm going to hate myself looking at this. Let's see here. Finish thinking. Look at Prime. Oh, look, CAC Media again. Here's me. It was the cheapest when I sent it in. That was about 2 months ago, I think. People are undercutting themselves too much. If you're playing the penny game, I can understand that. But when you start undercutting other sellers by $1 or $2, that just sets a trend for other people to undercut themselves. And this guy's undercutting himself here. Like, just change your quantity. Okay. I'm going to leave it there for now. That one, the rank is a little bit high, but I'm the lowest, so. Grey's Anatomy, $11.97. I'm the lowest. I think that was Amazon's price. That's the lowest. I'm not going to worry about a few pennies. I hope everybody's at least seeing this trend, and I hope you guys aren't doing this. But if you're going to send stuff into Amazon, match the lowest price. Don't undercut by a few dollars. Don't undercut by $20. It's like, do your research. If it's actively selling at one price, then set it at that. Don't set it at a price that's too low just to get rid of it, just to get sales fast. Because if you're looking to get sales fast, then list it on eBay. All right, I've got this item, and it looks like somebody keeps undercutting me by a penny. I had it sitting there for a while, and I set it at $99.95, and then somebody undercut me by a penny, and then I changed it because there was only one FBA at the time. Yeah, this guy. This guy is undercutting me by a penny. Okay, I'm going to leave the price. The rank is a little bit high, but I paid $3 for it, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, the rank just keeps going up. It's now 1.4 million. I only sent it in because of the price. All right, so that, yeah, I wasn't too happy about that, but we'll match that. I'm not even going to worry about looking that up. Okay, I got a bunch of these dirt cheap, and I sent it in at the lowest price. Now the buy box is $2.99. Let's take a look. Why is the price $2.99? Because they were moving at like $8.95. Come on. Why are you not coming up? Amazon. Of course. Amazon changed the price to $2.99. Come on, guys. It was moved. I'm not even on the first page. This is terrible. This is just terrible. Okay. I don't know why they're selling it at giving it away price, because it was moving a lot higher. It's like I sold a few of these at $8.95. I don't know why Amazon is coming in and selling it at $2.99. Amazon is screwing themselves out of money, which is odd because Amazon's all about money. All right. It's at the lowest price. Screw it. I'll just match that price. So it really sucks when you have to fight Amazon because you know they're going to win, but you can at least play the game a little bit. But when they're undercutting everybody by that much, it's just ridiculous. That was the lowest price when I sent it in. Somebody's undercutting by like $10, $12. That's terrible. All right, I'm going to skip forward a bit. I'll do more on this later, just so this isn't going to be a super long video for you guys to watch. I could make this a lot longer. And yeah, it looks like I have to stop because my computer's thinking too hard. So, all right, let's just save what I got. Now, it's not just Amazon, because there's items on eBay as well. And I don't come across the Ronco Rotisserie 4000 too terribly often. But when I do, the one thing that I know a lot of people will do their best to undercut is the Ronco Rotisserie 4000 feet. And I'm going to prove it. Rotisserie 4000 feet. Now, whenever I get the feet, I list them at $35. They sell. Like it. I mean, dude, you could buy it, turn around, and sell it with profit at this. I think that is still a bit much for me to worry about, but let's see what people are actively paying. It's like, this is just something to prove. 30 results. Okay, he sold 1 foot, and he sold it for $10. I really don't like doing that, but I could. Okay, this guy sells them for $40. He also keeps the screws. Huh. I hadn't found any in a while. Maybe I should start doing that. Here. Oh, you charge $10 shipping, that's why. People are just giving them away. Like, this is just to prove one thing that I can think of off the top of my head that moves constantly. And like, if you get the feet, list it for $35, like $34.95 free shipping, and it's gone in like 2 weeks. Or you could be this guy, list it for $40, put 4,000 and 5,000 in the description, and yeah, this is just terrible. I could go on, but this is just a real quick give you a rough idea how much people are undercutting everybody else. I don't know why you're selling it at $14 free shipping when people are actively paying, like with this guy, $40. You're screwing yourself out of money on this. Okay. I hope that helps to answer some questions, and I hope you guys aren't going to be doing this. I am pretty sure a lot of you aren't doing that, but oh, it's just terrible. It's not just Amazon, it's eBay too. You're going to get those people who do that a whole lot. I know you guys aren't like that, but all I have to say is Grumpy Kitty says no. Don't undercut your items. All right. Questions. Let's see here. Great subject. Seeing how some prices have dropped in just a few months can be aggravating. Yes, it is, especially when it's crazy low. The cheaper the price, the faster the sale in eBay terms. Really bad to lowball on Amazon, though. Correct. It's terrible. Paul Rhodes, I was just looking up some items and thinking about this very topic. So many sellers leaving money on the table, and it is driving prices down. The race to zero. Exactly. So many people are doing this, and I wanted to point this out. So hopefully there will be other people that see this and stop doing it or stop playing the penny game, because some people like the penny game and then they're like, oh, well, let's just play the dollar game. And yeah, it's killing you. Joni Kramer, so glad you left Amazon. I actually considered it at one point, but there's a lot of times. The last time that Amazon had a special of pull your items out of Amazon for free, I didn't realize how bad it was. I had so many items coming back to me. I literally had no room to walk in here. It's terrible. I had so many books. I'm glad I pulled my books. It was, I took my books to the half-price bookstore to sell, just to get rid of almost all of them. And I got about, what was it, like overall $180. So I at least got decent money out of it. And it's like, I know it was probably loss, but it's at least get those items out. They're not racking up fees on Amazon, but I've at least got cash for the here and now. So it was just to get it out. If you need money, you need money. Yeah, but don't undercut yourself that much. The rank is what the rank is, and the prices, do your research to see what it's actively selling at, but don't undercut yourself too much. People are willing to pay the higher prices. List it at the higher prices, and it will sell for that higher price. You will get that money. Do you ever raise prices on Amazon items? Yes. I actually, if you didn't see the whole video, yes, I was raising prices on some items. Sometimes I'll send items in and I'll have it listed as merchant fulfilled, and then I'll send it into FBA, and then I'll forget to raise the price and it'll sell. So it's good to double check your prices when they're going in. If you have them listed from merchant fulfilled to FBA, double check that. And if you have it in FBA, make sure it's off of eBay, because I don't like to play the game of just in case. No. You pulled almost 600 items. Landfill. Taking them to the flea market. Yeah, it's glad you didn't take them to the landfill. That would have been too much. I actually considered having Amazon destroy them, but you know what happens when you say, hey, Amazon, destroy these items. They keep it for themselves and they list it. They have their special account that they list items on. So, all right, guys, I hope that answers your questions. So if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I still try to get back to people. I know I don't know what's going on. Amazon or YouTube has been hiding some comments from me because I'll get a comment on my phone come through onto my phone, but I can't seem to find it on the computer because I'll only see like that much of the comment, and it's really like that long, and sometimes I can't see. So I click on it and it's not there. I don't know what's going on. So all right, so that is all. So don't forget, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.